Welcome back, everyone. Third hour here at Court of Swords. We've killed a bunch of skeletons.
Hell yeah. All the skeletons.
Hell
So
yeah.
many skeletons.
Hell yeah.
So
Let's
yeah,
get
these
let's get
these
Dodger saying that nonstop again.
these skeletal guardians have been dispatched. There are bits and pieces of bone scattered about. And now, I mean, like there's nothing holding them together, so they could be like just disparate bones on the floor. Though they once carried a primal force. So what now? There's sudden silence where once there was the swirling maelstrom of combat. What do you do?
Where the hell did Ziva go?
I like walk out from behind this corner. Can I inspect the body of this thing?
Yeah, and the pile of bones.
Yeah. What roll should I use?
It depends. What do you want to? What are you looking for? What is the impetus of your study?
Is it just a pile of bones, or is there anything out of the ordinary, like any kind of items, or is it just?
I mean, it used to have a giant snake skull, and it was shooting lightning and stuff at you. But I mean, other than that, now it just appears to be a bunch of big weird snake bones. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I wasn't sure if it dropped any like items or anything, but
No. I mean, you could make you could make an Arcana check if you wanted to, or someone could to learn more about giant snake bone. But yeah, at a glance, it just looks like a bunch of kind of impressive looking bones.
well, that was fucking awful. I did not see that on my way out of here.
I'm hunched over, breathing deeply out of breath. Berg, you can't. You're the light source. You can't run off. All right? Twice. You left me in the darkness.
I needed to.
You know how he is. When he sees something he wants to kill, he kills it.
Well, make me all glowy and stuff then, or
When
yourself.
I'm enraged, I need to kill.
Okay, I understand. Just I can't do anything if I'm blind. That's all I'm saying.
You speak as though I have a choice.
Well, everyone has choices, Berg. I understand it's not the best one, but yeah.
If you only knew.
While Berg is talking to you, I don't know if he hasn't noticed or whatever, but he's got like 4 arrows just sticking out of him.
Yeah, that's Berg's just like
No.
he laughed. That's why he's just like,
I'm hunched over and I look up. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. Actually, Berg, follow me around, and I go and pick up all the cross bolts to
So
get
you
half
get
of them back.
yeah, you get seven back, I think.
Yeah.
So you're at 34 now.
Berg like takes a step and then just like falters to the ground, like just like
Mm-hmm.
he's just like coughing. He's like,
Come on, Berg, you gotta get up. Berg, get up. Can't have you dying.
We need to catch our breath. I think we all took several hits during that fight.
Well, we could hole up in these alcoves right here, if you guys want.
I have to climb to get up here.
So the alcoves look they're all empty. And above each of them there is a brass plaque. The plaques are much newer than the rest of the architecture here. They look like they've been added over the alcoves, but the alcoves themselves are empty. The plaques are also clear. They're just like flat and featureless.
That's very odd. I
It
put a
is.
plaque with no name on it.
Well, in my house, we would have a graveyard of sorts where we would bury everyone, and those plaques existed, so whoever died, it was easy enough to fill them in. They thought ahead in that sense. Perhaps that's what someone's doing here.
Oh, like a crypt.
I like try to thumb the plaque to see if it's just not there's so much dust buildup that it's perhaps hiding something behind it.
No.
Okay. Is there dust on it, or is this like freshly made? Can I discern that?
No, there's some dust for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I wipe it off. Well, we need to rest regardless. Ziva, what's down yonder? Is there a wall? I can't see that far. Start looking towards the east.
I can't see that far either.
Are you sure?
I can only see as far as the light reaches.
Oh,
Berg would have to move forward.
Berg, what do you see down there? Sorry, I don't know much about halflings.
You're asking Berg what he sees on his side?
No,
the
down
east.
here to the east.
To the east.
Is there a wall?
Berg can't tell from. I guess Berg's gonna stumble forward a little bit and just move slowly, but surely.
Okay.
But don't go too far.
Yeah.
Again,
So-
we talked about the light.
Right there, Berg, you see to your left a massive set of double doors. It's like 20 feet across, right? Each is 10 feet wide, easily 40 feet tall, huge door. On either side, there is etched into the steel or iron of the door two beautifully carved falcons facing each other. There's a massive handle in the center, like kind of like one of those turn handles, and then and the door is shut and inset into the wall. Huge,
Berg,
heavy, and and sturdy looking.
would they be able to see this too as I'm moving over? Because they move with me, right?
I mean they can see it. Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
Berg's just gonna,
everything
kind of be like, like peek and just go.
Break the door.
Well, hold on. We don't want to go opening those.
Yeah.
Big
Last
doors
time we
mean
opened a
something
door-
big can get through. I'm sorry, Ramus. What were you saying?
I was saying last time we went barging when we were low health, one of us died a long time ago, and I don't want to repeat that mistake. So can we back up a little bit and just take a breather for a second?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Where would you like to go? We can go back to that illusion. Seemed nice. We just need an hour or so, 30 minutes.
Yeah, if we could back up there and take a quick breather.
Probably. Best.
All right, well, sorry to do this to you, Berg, but you're in the lead again.
Berg just stumbles back. Bloop, 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 bloop,
Yeah,
bloop.
I think we're going
Okay.
all the way back.
You come
Also,
across 17 more skeletons.
as we cross by the skeletons, I check their bodies to see if there's anything else on them besides arrows.
Short bows, each of them has a quiver of about a dozen arrows, and short swords, and then their armor. Their armor is the like deep kind of azure blue, the sort of sky blue of the livery of the House of Falcons.
Okay, I'll grab 12 of the arrows.
Okay. Do you have a short bow?
I have a longbow.
Okay. Yeah, you can use that with these.
I've just never used it.
Okay.
It's for when I feel like sniping something like 1,200 yards away.
Sure.
I just don't shoot it that often.
Okay.
Has anything happened in this room? Is the corpse...
Is everything
just
seem
smells
untouched
worse?
or the way?
So when you step through, it seems like the sphincter has regurgitated some kind of black brackish fluid all over the floor. The floor is sticky. It smells rancid in here. You can smell it long down the hallway. And you're pretty sure you can see, like, it's got that kind of, in places, that kind of glistening look of like organ meat. There's just chunks in the fluid. Yeah.
Is it acidic?
I mean, I don't know. Are you gonna bathe in it? Like,
No,
it
I
just-
mean,
it
I would
just
assume if
looks-
it's on the
a-
floor or stepping
I mean, it's
on
not dissolving the stone.
it. Okay. That's good, I guess.
Flesh is easier to dissolve than stone.
That's very true. You're
Well,
right.
we stay towards over here. We're right next to the illusion.
Sure. I mean, there's some room. Like, it's this brackish puddle of vomited sludge, kind of like just takes up the floor.
Right.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not all over the place. It's going to be an uncomfortable rest, but you're not staying here that long. So.
Yeah, just a short rest. So we will take that.
Okay. All right. So you take a short rest. An hour passes. I will hand out some more experience points. How many hit dice are y'all using?
we'll
Go ahead.
see.
Wait, are we
Now
doing a short rest?
remember you're not at full. You get half of the amount of hit dice you used last time back.
Oh, really? We're not at full?
No, you don't get all your hit dice back on a long rest. You get half.
Fuck.
Well,
So-
you should have. How many did you use the first time? Did you use all of them? I
Oh,
guess-
no, I got half back, so I would be at full because I only used 3 the last time
Yeah, I didn't.
because I
Uh,
didn't need to recover that much. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure because I remember. Yeah, and it's equivalent to your level, right? So yeah, I'd be back at 6. Pretty sure. If someone wants to correct me on that, if I'm wrong, let me know. But-
Yes. Yeah. It's not a Xeno's arrow thing. You get half of the total.
Mhm.
I believe. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so spend whatever you need to spend. Recover as many hit points as get recovered.
9. Another 1.
Are you good? What are you at?
I'm still going. 2. Wait, not.
This is so suspenseful.
Is it really that
Use
suspenseful?
another.
I don't know. It's just quiet. We're all just
Another?
like,
There we go.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay,
Good roll.
4 now.
that's not bad.
what are you at HP wise?
34, 55. I'm probably just gonna use all of them, honestly.
I would.
You-
Nice.
Thanks for that one. That's a solid
Max and then the
roll
lowest.
there. All right, we're at fucking 42.
All right.
It's not horrible.
Yeah, that's all right.
Uh,
So let me calculate that XP for you because you finish your short rest. Nothing interrupts you. It's basically like sleeping in a toilet full of bloody vomit, but
great. I've done
you know,
that before. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's whatever.
it happens.
And are you using any more hit dice, by the way?
No.
Okay. I will start. 8,
4.
7. What is that? 15, 27. Ooh.
Ooh, that good roll.
38 out of 49. How many have I used? 3? I'll use one more. Fuck it. Hey.
Nice.
I'm full.
Everybody gets 700 experience.
We did it.
Woo!
We're level 6, bitch. Is.
Okay. So you recover. Yeah.
Now,
You
hold
recover
on.
What did you
Adam.
say? Was it 800?
The leveling happens at the end of the rest, not before or during.
So, is this like a video game where when you level, you're just magically full HP?
No, fuck no.
Yeah, that'd be great. Fucking Skyrim. Yeah.
Your maximum hit points go up. I don't know if your current hit points go up accordingly. I'm going to say that they do. So like if you get 5 more hit points, both your current and your total bump up 5.
Did you say 800, by the way?
No, it's just
700.
700.
700 flat?
Just 700, yep.
Okay.
Getting closer to level 7. 19,000 of 23,000.
And what are you at?
1960.
I'm at 12,210 out of 14,000.
Okay. Okay.
Like 1,800 away from 6.
All right. Well, Ramus is going to roll HP, so let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, I'm not rolling. I'm taking average.
So are you both just taking another level in the class you already are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that you get another Channel Divinity and a second Divine Domain feature, as
damn.
well as additional 3rd level spell. And what's your Divine Domain ability?
I can now use warding flare on our allies instead of just myself.
Ooh.
Ah, very
So within 30 feet. So I can, if someone's taking a big hit, I can interfere.
nice. And then Enoch, you gain to 6th level.
Let's get
which gives
+2
you-
ability, or 1 and 1.
Yeah. An ability score improvement. Yep.
Now, the next bump is 18, right? In terms of bonuses?
I believe so, yeah.
think we're about to go 18 decks. I think that's the play.
Okay.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Do I get anything being a battle master? No. That's 7th level. Yeah, 7th level is like actually good. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put those 2 points in dexterity.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
And then HP wise, it's what's the average? Also, do we get our hit dice back when we level or no? Probably not.
No.
Right?
You get one more hit die.
Does
your-
that add to your
Yeah,
total?
yeah. You
Okay.
get one that you can use.
Okay. I need to fix the overlays. What's your HP now, Ramus?
45. But,
Okay.
mhm.
And then half of mine, I get a. Fighters are D10, right?
Your average is 6 plus your con mod, or
6
a
plus
D10
3.
plus.
Shit. I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
I haven't rolled once yet. I've got 49 HP. I'm doing all right. And now I've got 12 more motherfuckers.
Nice.
Good work.
Wow.
I've got
Worth.
yeah. So now
I'll
I'm
roll for shit
at
anymore.
61 total. Now, did you decide if my HP goes over?
What do you mean?
Like, if
Oh.
I got back 13 there.
You gain 12, and they go like
To your
both
max.
your max and your current raised by 12.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm at 61 now. Beautiful.
Yeah, the percentage or whatever. Not the percentage stays the same, but you know what I mean. Like they both go up.
Nice.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right,
That's good.
cool.
Now we can go die to some fucking new
Sure you
encounters.
guys don't want to crawl into the sphincter? We'll sleep.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
There's a occasionally throughout the hour, maybe once or twice, a deep and unsettling wet gurgle somewhere beyond the sphincter, and you see its surface quiver slightly once or twice, but it doesn't purge any further fluid.
How is this thing still function? What the fuck is going on in there, man?
I mean, so here's the thing: like acid, when it dissolves stuff, it creates gas.
Yeah,
Gas fills
okay.
up an enclosed space and creates pressure. Pressure forces on whatever the weakest. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Say more about decomposing.
yeah. All right, so what are you gonna do?
We're going back. I guess like as we're sitting there during the ret. So we gotta go in those doors. Ziva, you know what's behind them? Do you go that way?
I did not go through any falcon-shaped doors on my way trying to escape this place.
Well,
There you have it.
Berg, are you trying to sound smart or something? Why would you say there you have it?
No.
Let him have his moment.
Okay, there you have it. I just kind of turned and laughed to myself. Well, we got to go
Bird
through
just walks
something.
through and you lose all your light.
Berg, come back! I didn't mean it.
Fuck you, nerds.
Don't talk to me like that. All right, you're gonna lose your light.
Yeah, I think we're just working our way back up to the kind of crossroads where we fought.
Okay.
Making our way downtown.
Yep, faces
Yeah.
past.
Zip,
Skeletons pass.
zip. Oh!
So you make your way past the Hall of Bones where all the skeletons were destroyed and laying scattered. Now, at this intersection, you can continue down this way if you want to the west, or you can go back up where you dispatched the Naga.
Yeah, maybe Berg stops there for a second, just goes like,
Back where we came. Or there.
and motions down the corridor.
Well, what's down that way? Are there any large doors?
Ziva.
Are we looking for a large door?
No. I just
Because-
that was what was on the other side. So I'm just
What
alluding to
direction
that.
is that prison again?
I seem to be turned around. None of this looks familiar to me. Certainly not that large door.
How unfortunate.
I didn't make a map of this place on my way out, Ramus.
Of course you didn't.
I don't
Jiva,
like-
you're beginning to
So-
think that there might be 2 giant sphincters in this dungeon.
As you guys are like kind of squabbling, Berg just like,
So, which way?
Well, what's down that way? There's some more little alcoves down here. Can at least investigate. Berg, I'm losing some light, Berg. If you want to... Oh, that's not an alcove.
So there's a door to your left, like an archway, empty archway, and you can see 2 broken skeletons through it. At the far end, Jiva, of this hallway, you can see this wall.
Yep.
And the wall is it's carved. There's a big circular like panel on the back of the stone wall that depicts a kind of like a think of a Phoenician or an Egyptian style like a relief, kind of very symbolic looking, and it's a figure holding their hand out. And there's a bird, a falcon, standing on their hand. And in their other hand, they're clutching a bow. And they seem to be wearing some kind of like tunic. And then there's a dog or a wolf lying at their feet, looking like asleep.
Like a real wolf.
I mean, it's all like in the relief, and it's all very stylized. Yeah.
Okay. But they can't see that?
Berg is still a little ways off from shedding the
Yeah.
light on it.
Vomp,
There you go.
Can I do any,
vomp.
like, perception check, I guess, if I know what that is, or, like, if it's...
I mean, you could get closer to it and take a look. You can make a history check just based on what you see. So you start. Well, hold on. So you start walking towards it, and the shadow tiger kind of like stands in front of you. You just see it there, and it just gives you a little like head shake, like,
Oh, okay.
and then does one of these.
Okay. I don't say anything.
Yeah, it stops you like right about here, I would say.
Oh, cool.
So Berg, are you close enough to see the end of the? Yeah. So Berg, you can see down here. There's this carving on the wall.
Has Eva voiced anything about it yet, or no?
She was standing in the hallway, like looking in that direction, kind of intently.
Right. Berg moves up a little bit and just kind of looks, keeping his distance, just as cautious, says to the others.
There's something at the end here. A carving.
Is it a wall? Oh, a carving.
Why don't you come look?
Because I can't see in the dark, Berg. Why don't you go
Why
look?
don't you come look?
Ramus, you're the one with the 17 passive perception. You can see that the eye of the falcon is glittering slightly as Berg moves back and forth to like talk to Enoch. The wolf's eye and the person's eye too are all like glittering like they're glass or some kind of gemstone.
Something curious about the eyes. There was a trap with the other statues. I'd be very careful, Berg. After what happened with the statues, be very cautious about where you step.
Be careful, Berg. Be real careful.
Remember, we're dealing with a master illusionist here with powerful magics.
Berg, we're saying be careful because we want you to go up there.
So, all right.
And Berg just goes slowly.
Slowly.
Careful, Berg.
Anything happen?
Nope, not from there.
And it's what? It's like, so something will happen.
I'm just saying you're
it's on the
as
wall
you
here, right?
approach. Yeah, it's that back wall.
Whoop.
Okay, yeah, getting
I think
closer.
Berg stops a few, like, 5 or 10 feet away and just like,
Hello.
same way he did with the other.
So you can
wall.
definitely clearly see from here that there's like kind of dime-sized gemstones. The eye of the hunter appears to be like a white or clear stone. The eye of the falcon is a blue stone, and the dog, whose eye is kind of half-lidded, is like a crescent moon-shaped red stone.
forward.
Mhm.
Can I like investigate from this distance? Because I'm like right in front of it ish, right?
Sure.
Anything of note?
It appears to be a carving. Yeah, it's an old sort of bas relief carving. It's worn by time, and yeah, much like the rest of this place, it's carved out of a sort of sandstone. It's quite large, right? The person is not to scale. The person is like, 12, or I guess it could be to scale if they were huge. It's like 12 or 13 feet tall.
So you said they were like gemstones?
Yeah, sizable ones.
And I guess Berg describes, how it looks and stuff, and then just mentions.
Also, there are gemstones here
Well, do they?
for anyone interested.
Berg, this is a weird question, but are you able to discern if it's glass like the other ones, or are they actual gemstones?
I mean, you said gemstones, so I'm assuming Berg can tell that they're not glass. Maybe.
I mean, hard to say, but they definitely look like they're very sparkly.
Berg gets closer.
Okay. Can you make a DC 15
Cool. It's always
Death
good.
save.
Constitution save for it?
You're dead. Make no sense.
Got it. Get the what?
Oh,
What's
20.
that? What else?
Okay, well you don't die. Can you make roll a D10 for me first?
You're turned into a toad.
Okay, let's see. 5. Okay, let's see. And then can you make another D10 roll for me, please?
Sure, Adam. This is easy shit. Throw something harder, okay?
6. Okay, all right.
I don't even know what's happening. I'm just like, fuck you.
You turn back, and there's a faint kind of all of you hear this, a faint, brief, discordant chime, like 3 off-tune, like tuning forks being struck at once. The eyes glitter slightly, and you feel a sudden sharp pain in your left elbow, like in the joint between your arm, like your upper and lower arm.
Okay. Or I guess would just be like,
What?
he's just looking at his elbow like mad.
Yeah, you roll up your sleeve. So starting with the middle of your arm and slowly spreading both directions, the skin is turning gray and like hardening, getting kind of like matte.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Berg gets away from the fucking thing. If he can, just moves.
Yeah. So Berg turns and moves towards you. And when you emerge towards your friends, what is the look on Berg's face? Do you look like panicked? Are you like showing them your arm? What's happening?
Berg looks angry and in pain, and he's like showing the arm to him.
Okay.
Do we look down and see a petrified arm?
Yeah. I mean, you can see the gray like spreading. It seems to be spreading relatively slowly, moving up towards his shoulder and down towards his wrist.
I think maybe he goes up to Ramus and is like,
Can you do anything?
Bird,
You asked me
do
to
you
go
need-
look.
I did not. He did. I pointed at Enoch.
I'm just hello.
Looking at his arm, I'm like, I don't think we have time for arguing. Spreading.
Do you need both arms, Berg?
Yes. No, but I'd prefer.
I would like to make an Arcana check to see if I can figure out what's happening to him, if it's magic or
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, I have no idea. I am so distracted.
He's probably got some kind of horrible dungeon disease that he got from a naga. He's got nagaitis. And he's got bonitis. He's slowly turning into bone from the bite of the naga. No, I don't know. You can't fucking tell. You don't know what's going on.
I will make an Arcana check as well.
cool, Berg
Okay.
probably just fucked now.
Anything?
No,
an 11?
not with an 11. No, it's definitely a magical effect. It seems to be slowing. It's reached your wrist now, Berg, and is slowing down as it spreads into your hand. And it seems to have stopped kind of just below your shoulder.
Ramus,
so one
can
arm
you?
is stone, basically.
Yeah, more fibrous than stone, not like heavy, like petrified wood. And you can't like move that arm, and fairly quickly your left hand like shrivels into a wretched stony claw.
Ramus,
Great.
can you take care of this?
I can, but it's gonna be costly.
Well,
All right.
is it going to cost him an arm? Because he's already lost that.
All right. I was okay. I grab Berg's arm and I cast the spell magic on his arm, which is in chat there, using my last 3rd level spell slot.
And it does
has-
nothing.
Yeah, it has no effect.
God damn it.
Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
Right. We're
yeah,
all
the
just...
tiger. While they're doing this, the shadow tiger's like, huh, fascinating.
We're all staring at the arm. And I just look back at... What? Did you cast it?
I did, and like the goddamn roots, nothing happened.
Luckily, I can still wield my hammer with one arm.
It's true.
I can wield my hammer with one arm, can I?
Yeah.
Good.
Do you lose your shield?
So your shoulder joint like works. You can kind of like swing the thing up and down. You're like an action figure. But you gotta be careful with it because it's like one big heavy thing now, and the chances of it getting ripped off are like significantly higher. And B, you can't hold anything in it or use that arm. So if you have a shield, you can't use it. You can throw it on your back, but
So is that affecting my AC now?
Oh, yeah.
yes, yeah, your AC will drop by 2.
Fucking bullshit, man. I had to touch the stupid fucking carving.
I mean, you didn't even touch it, really. You just got too close.
Whatever.
That's
gonna be fun in fights. That's gonna
I
be
get my
really
cro-
fun.
Now, if you want to, you can like swing it like a club and smash stuff. But it's not. Yeah, for now at least,
I don't
your arm
recommend
has become a wretched claw
Yeah, I don't
stone.
recommend that.
Dope.
I like...
Not like that's gonna have adverse effects in battles.
I get my hand crossbow and start putting a bolt in it. Ramus, give me a reason to not shoot the gems on that wall. I kind of just hold the crossbow up.
Oh, yes. Shoot the magic gems that just turned our friend into stone. That will go really well. Please
Well-
do that.
I've still got it up. Well, it's either that or we go through the big door.
And how many of those do you have left that you want to break?
He draws my attention from looking at the gemstone. I've got like 34 or something. Who's counting? Okay, we're fine.
You're like the Rain Man of crossbow bolts.
I have to be.
Approximately 34 volts.
Yeah, exactly 34 bolts.
I would pay attention to it.
I know. It's fine.
Recover half from last battle.
I don't see an advantage to shooting a stone wall that just turned our friend's arm into stone. Perhaps we should just go through the big door.
Well, there is
We
a
are looking
door.
for it.
What's in this room? Kind of like... Berg, I'm sorry to trouble you. Can we get light on something else, Ramus?
Aziz.
Well,
Jeez, light.
I mean, I could, but I don't think that'd be a good idea. If you want the light, I'll give it to you.
Can't Berg just stand
You
where
want
I...
to be the beacon that everyone sees all the time.
I see your point. Berg, after you. I'm sorry about your arm, Berg.
Where do you want me to go?
What? Just this room in the south I can't see.
Oh, this just wraps around to where we were before. Those are the skeletons you killed.
Ah,
Oh.
Maybe there's something Enoch would like me to look at further.
oh, I see Berg's arm. Oh wait, no, that's
Perhaps
just the wall.
even out the other arm.
Berg, I'm sorry, okay? I won't make any more jokes about it. It's just a little stiff in here, okay?
Listen, he's got a long career
Berg walks
ahead
off.
of him in the army. All right. So yeah,
Berg,
so
I didn't
you-
mean to come back. We need a light.
feels good to have some power, eh, Berg?
It does, right?
Talk about stiff joint.
Walks further away.
Listen, Ramus, you gotta hand it to him.
Yeah, me and Ramus just for like 5 solid minutes are just like making jokes back and forth.
I'm having mirror shades flashbacks.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right.
Actually, that's a
so,
decent question. Is it the arm with the bracer?
It's your left arm, so no. They would lock the weapon arm.
Damn it.
What's over here?
So in there appears to be something of note. When you get around this corner, the remains of the skeleton, the bone naga, they're gone.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Great.
bone naga skeleton is just vanished, toast, gone.
okay.
Now behind you, this room seems to have suffered some kind of tectonic problem. There's a big chunk in the middle that's been jammed up and is broken. There are a couple of caskets that have broken open. They appear to be mostly empty. You could take a look in them, but these ones, unlike the alcoves, these seem to be used. They are old, and all broken, and they seem to have had something in them. So you can go and investigate closer if you'd like. But
Yeah, I'll go and I go up to this one over here.
okay, yeah. So in the middle of the room, the floor butted up and then collapsed a little. So now it's a divot. The broken sarcophagi are kind of spilling their grave goods out into the floor, and you can see cloth bags and maybe some small chests, some jewelry perhaps.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you looting?
Damn right. Your pocket's looking kind of tight.
I look for, you said there's chests. Are they booby
Yeah,
traps?
they're grave goods. I mean, if there were any mechanical traps, chances are pretty good that they would have been broken by the earthquake or whatever that fucked this room up.
Okay. Yeah, I want to loot. I start looting things.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Do y'all want to take? It'll take about an hour to dig it all out and count it and stuff.
Where are we gonna go once we get this loot? We still gotta get out of here. Why don't we come back here at the end?
Yeah, let's save this for later.
But look at all the loot.
Do you want to fight holding all that?
Gold. I have pockets.
That's very true. Now you can just do a quick search, and I'll just identify the general items.
Let's do the quick
rather
search.
than counting each thing.
Yeah.
All right, so this is still gonna take 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll roll a different die than I have been so far.
I think we'll do this. We'll go for the shorter one.
Okay, all right. So there is a bunch of coins. There are some gems. You find 3 glass vials, each containing a different fluid, and that is it. So the vials. One of the people buried here seems to have been an alchemist or something, because there's an alembic and some other alchemy supplies in their grave goods. And in that you find a potion vial stoppered with cork and then wax that appears to contain some kind of gently swirling mist. So it's vapor inside rather than fluid. There's another one that contains a sort of goldish, faintly glowing, it's a ball-shaped potion with some faintly glowing kind of orangish fluid. Same thing, stoppered and waxed. And then a third one with a kind of grayish-looking fluid with some vaguely matte-looking bits floating in it. It's kind of a little sedimenty.
Being that I was born into the house that was all about alchemy and filled with alchemists, do I understand any of these potions to be something, or would I need to study them?
You would need to study them to know their real nature, but they are absolutely magical potions.
Okay.
Or poison.
Do you swipe those, Ziva? Or do we discover those as a party? How does that...
Yeah, I think unless someone is making an effort to steal them away.
Okay.
I think Berg's any of those help with,
And then just motions to looking at Enoch.
I'd
He's the most noble.
I'd have to study them for a while, but possibly. It really could mean anything. You never know really what a potion's going to do until you drink it or study it. So I don't advise drinking either of any of those.
Berg also takes out the clear liquid he stole forever ago and just
Do I recognize
Puts
that
it
one,
back.
Adam?
It looks like a vial of clear liquid.
Well, that might just be water, Berg. I don't know why you're keeping that if you just want to hand it over.
will you give it back?
I mean, if you want to keep water on your person, feel free. I was just.
It's not water.
Have you smelled it before? It's probably water.
It occurs to Berg. He
The-
doesn't
the-
remember what it smells like if he smelled
The
it.
potion has a wax seal. You haven't broken it.
Okay, Berg just goes like this. And goes,
Wait,
Okay.
I didn't say. Oh,
You gotta waft it, Berg. Waft it. It doesn't have a scent. You can't detect any particular smell.
and they
water doesn't
Push
have a
back.
scent. That's just water. You got fooled. I don't know why you kept that.
Berg, I don't think I've ever seen anyone keep water in a small vial and seal it with wax.
Thank you.
I mean, holy water. Water from a particular like enchanted spring or something, but not normal water. No, definitely.
Anyways, I could study that at some time, Burke, but it's just going to be water. So I'll probably study it last out of these 4 potions.
Do we pick up
Alright.
items that you mentioned, or
Yeah,
are
you have time to grab them. It's just all the other miscellaneous riches.
Okay. So I guess we just grab stuff and then, like maybe as the smaller one of the people, I'm kind of like going around picking stuff up and then handing it back to like I hand Enoch the potions or whatever, and then
Sure. Yeah, I'll put the 3 potions on my character sheet.
Okay.
And then how much? You said random assortment of gold. We don't know how much. We just have a random
No,
assortment.
you explicitly told me you didn't want to take the time to count it. So some
Right.
gems, some gold. You don't get to pick it up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, until you like actually, because you'd have to like dig through it and like get it out and put it in your bags, and yeah, I just wanted you skimmed all the good shit off the top. The rest is coins and gems.
As we're doing all that, or the 15 minutes that we take, and after we have the conversation about the potions, is there any note on the different, what look to be like graves or caskets equivalent of who this would be?
The surfaces of the sarcophagi once bore images of the dead within, but have been defaced, literally. The bodies, arms folded over their chest, are carved to resemble various like adult human bodies in the same style as the carvings of the rest of this. The alchemist, you can see there's one broken off arm, but in the other he's holding a bottle. Right, they're carved to like kind of look what they look like in life, but their faces have been destroyed, like completely and intentionally ruined, either by a pickaxe or by some other similarly sharp tool.
Well, this
These
doesn't make much
creatures
sense
don't
to
like
me.
seeing their faces, just like the paintings upstairs.
Oh, that does make sense. I forgot about those. I wonder how many paintings were there upstairs. I wonder if this is them.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't take a look around the whole house, but there was like a dozen, probably like big paintings and then some like smaller, lesser ones.
Perhaps this is actually crypt just like my family had. Of the family here, of the Falcons. I kind of like step back almost in reverence to shouldn't have taken these things.
Well, if it seems like they don't like seeing their own faces, so something happened to the family here.
That
Some
or
curse or infection or whatever turned them into these things we've been fighting.
I don't think they would do this to themselves though. I think it was something else that didn't want to be reminded of these people for some reason. I don't understand that at all, but why would someone claw off their own face, deface it?
Could be part of the curse. Could be. There's many things we don't know until we know more about the curse.
Well, I think it's time to go through that big door. I kind of like look back, upset about what I've said, but no, it's the right decision. Berg, you gonna be okay fighting with that? All jokes aside. Oh, he's muted.
The curse has
Alright.
spread to his vocal cords.
Oh no, it's taking over his voice.
oh, Berg said,
I don't think I have a choice.
All right,
We
well,
can't leave the way we came, so we have to go the only way we can go.
I'm just worried if it's something needs that big of a door, how big is whatever's inside there?
Maybe he's overcompensating.
Perhaps. Anyways, Berg, after you once again. I kind of bow and put my hand out. Don't go too quick, Berg. No, hurt. It's dark.
Everyone jaunts along behind Berg.
Yeah.
So yeah, the door. At a glance, it is heavy and imposing, and made either sheathed in metal or made entirely thereof. It appears to be very clearly and obviously a vault door of some kind. Yeah, if you were to imagine opening it, it would swing out on an arc from here, from the edge, and split and then block this like lower passage if it was open, and the two doors swing out on hinges like that.
Okay.
The hinges seem to be set into the stone wall.
Well, I guess we'll get up here. Berg, you want to pull that back? But hold on. But you like put your hand. We got a thief. Check it for traps. What are we doing?
Sure. I like walk forward. Do I need to roll to check for traps? What do I...
Yeah. Tell me what you're doing, and then we'll roll appropriately.
Use your thieves' tools to disarm a trap.
And I'll give you guidance as well to help you with the roll.
Okay.
Ramus utters a short prayer, and you feel a sense of like doom hanging over you. Like your hair on your arm stands up, and you feel suddenly like the tension in the place has just been like ratcheted way up. Just so that's what it feels like to be blessed by.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Yeah. It's not a comforting feeling. It's like that teacher's watching you, and if you're going to get in trouble at any second if you mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there like a handle, or is there a keyhole?
There is a big bar across the center set into a circular area on the door that looks like you could grab it on either side and twist it, and then pull the door open. It come apart.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I would kind of inspect the space where the two doors meet and see if there's anything that looks like it'll trigger a separate mechanism when the door's opened. By birth.
So you're just gonna like eyeball it and kind of like look up and down, look around the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Great. I have advantage on perception checks.
Or actually, investigation. And yeah, you have the same thing. You have advantage on that.
Okay.
But it's an investigation check because you're like.
Oh,
Scope
crits.
Yes. All right. So you don't notice anything unusual about it, except that it's like the craft going into making this door is masterful. It's beautiful. It's like maybe the nicest door you've ever seen in your life. It's huge. It would easily crush you or any of your friends if it fell on you. And it doesn't really look particularly unusual or like trapped. You don't see any mechanical traps, right? The kinds of traps that like, thieves and crypt builders might use to protect. There's no swinging blades, no shooting darts, no coating of thin poison. But as you lean in close to get a better look at it, you breathe out just once, right? You exhale, and there's a fine like condensation of your breath on the door. You can see it turn to a thin sheet of ice before it almost immediately like melts.
Okay.
You can't like standing near it, you can't feel it, but your breath freezes on the door and then melts away.
Okay. So I back up from the door after inspecting it. And I go back up here and relay all that information to them and just say like, it doesn't appear that this door is fitted with any sort of trap that I would recognize besides perhaps magic. I noticed that it seems like there's something very cold on the other side, or perhaps the door itself is frozen.
When you were down here, was your captor a snowman?
You saw him when you were here last. I didn't see him do anything to exude any kind of ice or snow.
Was he? I don't know.
Ramus,
Hmm.
you want to check for
I
magic?
will see if I can sense any magical traps on it. Everything else has been magical in this. So I just like try to feel if I can sense magic coming off of it. Anywhere.
Okay. Do you have a spell you would like to cast to make that happen?
Yes, I'll start channeling Detect Magic, which is a ritual.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, there's absolutely some kind of magical protection on the door. It exudes a deep and powerful necromantic magic.
This thing is seeping with necromancy.
Right.
I would not. I don't know if if it'd be wise to touch it. I don't know how to disarm such a thing, but it's definitely there's magic all over it.
Well, what if you touch it with a stone arm?
Bert just
That
looks
wasn't a
straight at
joke.
you.
I'm being serious. What is it? A stone arm? It can't. It's already
Wow,
stone.
that's stone cold.
It's not stone.
It's not the fucking Ogdru Jihad. There's no like hole in the door. I mean, you could just like bonk your rocky hand.
Hold
on
on,
it
hold on,
if you
hold
wanted,
on.
but-
Before we even, nothing's bothering us. Do you want me to just look into these potions before we go in here? They might help us. It's gonna take some time though. I'd figure,
Yes.
and I wait for the voice in my head to tell me how long it'll take.
I figured it would take me about a short rest to determine the use of these items.
We'd have
I
to
believe-
take a quick rest, about an hour's worth.
God, synonyms are great. I think that's how it works, right? Is it a short rest?
Yeah, usually an hour to attune with something.
There you
Figure out
go.
what it is.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, a short rest focused per potion.
Oh,
Damn.
so I can only do one. Well, everyone else
Unless,
could do one.
yes, each person could do one.
We could have a group alchemic circle.
Let's all just stare intently. at these
Everyone
potions
grab
for
your
now.
potion and make sure to scatter
last
around.
The last time that I stared at a potion for an hour, didn't go well. Yeah, I mean, it requires that you like sip a little and like kind of focus on its effects. That's a thing you could do if you wanted.
Well, I leave this up to you. We can see if these potions will aid us in whatever's behind this door, or we could just open this door, but can't stay in here all day.
Who are you talking to?
The group,
No.
mostly Ramus.
I'd rather not.
Well, but
lose
before we go
the
through this
arm.
door, maybe you should look down the rest of the hallway, just to make sure there's nothing down there.
All right, if you see Jimsburg, don't go towards it. You're going too quick, Berg. I'm like, every time I come
Okay,
to one of
so-
these alcoves, I like look inside before I pass.
So as you head, yeah, the alcoves are all. I'll tell you if they're different.
Okay.
As you head that way, you immediately, all of you, you notice kind of at once, or like you look at each other, like, do you smell that? Anyone else smell that? There's this like low grade kind of like vinegar smell in the air. It's coming from somewhere in this direction. Like, yeah, like someone like broke a bottle of vinegar or something, like malt, like vinegar.
You guys smell that? Is that your arm, Berg? And I get closer and smell it? No?
No, he does not have vinegar.
Well, something's not right down that way.
Well,
I want to make an investigation check, but I don't know what I would know about vinegar smells in the wild.
yeah, I don't.
We either stay afraid of the smell or keep going.
Well, I don't want to go past that door. Or go into that door, rather. So I think we should keep going this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to clarify for everybody, well, I guess for Anne and anyone else who might be curious. Yeah, the passcode you have from the beginning of the game will open the vault door, but it doesn't tell you which door is the vault door or like what it doesn't. It's you have to figure that out yourself. So if there is another door, that's the vault door, it might open that. This might be it. You got to decide yourself.
No, the passcode opened the door to the basement.
Like the vault.
The password that I used opened the door to get down here.
Yeah. So it might work. What I'm saying is you could try it again. It might open that door. It might not. All you know is that it opens the door to the vault. I'm just saying you don't have any more clear information than that. Yeah.
What before? I thought that was the door to the vault.
Sure. And that's a reasonable thing to assume. I'm just saying like it wasn't like you had a conversation that we didn't play out. It's just someone was like, "This is the key to the door to the vault," and you used it and it worked, but you don't know if that means more or less or whatever. You just that's what you know so far.
Okay.
Okay.
The lack of clarity is intentional. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, we keep moving forward, I guess.
Okay.
Looks like this room opens up to another crypt area.
Yeah. So the vinegar smell gets stronger and stronger as you get closer and closer into this room. And you can see that it looks like the floor here has some cracks running through the center of it. And some of the sarcophagi have shifted slightly. The floor may not be stable in this place. There's lots of like shadowy crevices underneath the thing. It looks like some substructure has collapsed underneath the room.
I guess I would I would go get down on my knees and look at the floor to see if it looks and like press it a little bit to see if if it's gonna give or
Yeah. You
anything
like
looks wrong.
crouch down and take a look. Can you make an investigation check?
17.
Okay. Yeah, I think that you crouch down and you see at first you see, and I think this thing is coming up to investigate you too. You see two long ochre insect legs, segmented legs, as this like creature pulls its little head out from under the thing, and it looks a bit like a cockroach, quite large, like dog-sized, little gripping mandibles. Its face is covered in little bits of like reddish material that are like flaking off as it peers out. And as it pokes its head out, two long kind of feathery antennae that sprout from the side of its head like poke out, and it kind of like looks at you, and then it makes a deep hissing sound. And then that hissing sound is echoed from underneath several of the other things, and then they begin to emerge. So let's roll initiative, but we'll do that after we take our last break.
I swear to God, are these rust monsters?
I couldn't say.
It looks like a rust monster, it sounds like a rust monster, it smells like a rust monster. It's probably your arm, Bert.
I hate this.
We're going to take our final break. We'll be right back with hour 4 of Court of Swords right after this. See you then.